Good morning, good morning. This is Jacqueline Richardson, Miss JJ Diamond, Jackie Deja, whatever you call me. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. I'm tired, y'all. Y'all keep working me. But it's okay, because it's to help the kids. Today we're going to talk about gun laws and regulations. Power 98, you know I'm coming for you with y'all nonsense. I swear, y'all need to do your research. Now, that NBA player, he probably was doing it just to make y'all have something to talk about. I don't know what state he's in. Really don't care. All I care about what goes on in our state. Okay? Because we trying to regulate these guns and make sure that these kids, if they're going to own them, that they know the proper way to use them and they know the proper way to carry them so they do not go to jail or being caught and get fines for something that they did not know. Okay, this is a serious thing. This is real life. Okay? We're going to start with our governor has signed papers that anyone over the age of 18 can legally go purchase a handgun if they don't have a record. But guess what? They cannot put it in a purse. They cannot hide it in their pants. It has to be shown because the law states that you must have a concealed and carry permit in order to carry it on self without it being seen. As I said in my song, the new one I just dropped, top of my block, y'all didn't know in Harlem, we made sure that people, I'm not going to say we, and me, because I was little, but they took care of their business and did things the right way. This is why the law didn't bother them, okay? However, in this case here in Charlotte, the governor is setting y'all all up because he didn't require y'all to do what? Get a concealed and carry. Now, yeah, there should be stipulations on when you purchase that handgun within so many days, you have to have that concealed and carry. See, before it was a choice, and it still is a choice. However, I think his theory was, let's see how many of these dummies are just going to go buy a handgun and then put it in their pocket. Because once you buy a handgun, it's attached to your license plates if you have a car. Because you use a license to purchase it. ID. So when the cop pull you over, he already know if you have a handgun. He already knows. Once you lie, you have broke the law. Because he already knows. He asks you. This is why the first thing you're supposed to say to him before he says anything to you is, sir, I have a handgun in the car. The purpose of the concealed and carry is not only to get the permit, but learn the process of what needs to be done when the cops pull you over. They have a job to do too. Okay? Just like when you don't pay your rent and your landlord goes and evict you and they send the sheriffs to your house and give you the paper. They just have a job to do. Our government appointed them to do these jobs. To find out who is carrying and who's not. Who has a concealed and who doesn't. That's their job. So you can't get mad with them for doing their job. Because you should have had your stuff done properly. That's just the way it works. Now, when it comes to the young boy with the NBA and the NBA being mad and all this other stuff, listen here. Y'all gave this dude how much money to play for y'all? And we're in a world today where people are just busting people upside the head to get a couple of dollars or to get fame. And you're angry because this man has a gun to protect himself? What kind of world are we living in? Now, granted, yeah, he shouldn't be flashing it all over the place. He should have his proper licenses, I hope. But with that being said, y'all need to leave it alone. And just let him know that he needs to get his proper licenses so he can put it up. We already know he carries a gun. We knows this. Just like people know I do. Sometimes they'll see me with my purse. Sometimes they'll see me with my lockbox. But I have a permit to either put it in my purse or have it in my lockbox. Going to get your concealed also teaches you the laws that we must abide by. It must be seen. If an officer pull up on you without your hands on it. So therefore, you must put your hands on the steering wheel and just let the officer know that you have a gun in the car. That's the way it works. Now, for all you fools that's running around with guns and don't have a permit to hide your gun, they catch you, you going to jail. That's just the bottom line. If nobody told you, I'm telling you, it's illegal. But what we are fighting for is this next generation doing things the proper way. Going to get their conceal, learning how to shoot so they don't shoot innocent bystanders. We're tired of people getting shot and it wasn't their issues. Kids are dying. So we have to teach these kids the law. That's just what it is. We can't stop them from getting the guns because there's idiots out here that will take them to the store for money and buy it for them. So the only other thing we can do is teach them that they need to go learn how to fucking shoot the damn gun. So they can hit their damn target and stop hitting innocent bystanders. Now, if you want to go to jail for killing a nigga because he said something wrong to you or whatever the case may be, that's on you. That's your choice. But don't be shooting through people's windows and killing kids. That had nothing to do with it. So our approach is to teach them the right way to do it. And that's to follow the law. Stay out the way. Mind your business. Anytime I see the police, I go the other way. Especially when they piled up and got some stuff going on and they got somebody in a car. I have to turn the car. I gotta go. Just like they had a video on the on the Instagram where the people was being all nosy, trying to see what the cops is doing. Gunshots went off. They went to running. You shouldn't have been there. It ain't your business. Mind your damn business. That's what's wrong with you people. You're too damn nosy. Read it in the paper on the news. Long as it ain't your people, keep it moving. They have a job to do. And that's just that. Now we're going to stay out their way. We're going to make sure we pay our car insurance. We're going to make sure we have our permits that's needed. So just in case they ever pull up, even with fishing. Did you know us niggas, we like to fish. We're going to have our permit. It costs less than a bag of weed. No reason for a nigga not to have it. When you could go out here and buy a bag of fucking weed, excuse my language, y'all, or a bottle of liquor, but you're going to sacrifice your life throwing a damn a line for a fish in the water. No, you're going to have your permit. You go to Walmart, costs $18 for the coast, $8 for the city. There's no reason for you not to have what's needed. I don't give a damn if you're black, Hispanic, or white. Stay out of the Lord's way, and they'll stay out our way. That's the way it works. Ooh-wee. You know, y'all got it all twisted. And see, they keep calling me back, and I be tired because I have things to do. I got my own problems. I got my own kids to take care of. You know, I got dumb boyfriend problems that I'm trying to get rid of, and it just won't go away. And I don't want to shoot it because it ain't did nothing physically harm to me. So I'm not going to shoot it. I just want it to stay away. And see, that's what the conceal and carry people do. They investigate your mental. Just because Cooper said you can have it, don't mean that that's true. Your mental could be messed up. And you may not know how to deal. Let me tell y'all a story happened the other day. I go outside, right? So I'm pulling up at the Chick-fil-A. And I'm trying to park. This particular person was trying to go in the drive-thru. And I was trying to park and go in the Chick-fil-A. Okay? And he wouldn't leave me no space to go through. And I'm honking my horn like I want to try to get through so I can park. They just wanted to block me off like, oh, well. Now, mind you, I could have got angry, but I didn't. I sat there. When I seen a hole, I went straight through it. Went and parked. They bonking their horn at me. So, I got out my car, closed the door, locked my door, walked past them and smiled. They hit the gas. You know, it was one of them guys with them Hellcats. I already know you're angry because you're paying $1,000 a month for your car note. So I get it. And now you're hungry. You want to eat when all you had to do was park and walk inside. I get it. But don't try to hit me. But he didn't hit me. Okay? Not a piece of the car hit me. He just did it to try to scare me. Now, granted, if I wasn't in my right mind, what I would have done? I would have ran and went and got my gun. But being that I was in my right mind, I laughed about it and kept it moving. Okay? So that's why they need to check your mental status when you get your concealed. Which Cooper should have implemented that from the beginning. It saves people a lot of problems. I had one of my young guys tell me, if I would have known that I needed my concealed before I got my gun permit, I would have got my concealed first. Makes sense. It makes sense. But you tell them no. Spend the $5 to get your gun permit. We'll run a little check. When they could have just applied for their concealed from the beginning. What's the rush? You still got to wait. But now, Cooper's like, no, y'all ain't got to wait no more. You ain't got to apply for no gun permit. Just go in there and give them your info. They're going to run it. I guess they got some new upgraded computers maybe that can run everything right then and there and let you know if you can have it or not. I don't know what they got going on. However, that's the way they got it set up now. Okay? So people ain't got to wait. But in those clauses, he should make them do the concealed. Because these people are still buying handguns and they're putting it in their purses and their pockets. And it can make them go to jail. That's just the facts. And then what they're going to say, well, we didn't know. Oh, well, we didn't know. The judge don't want to hear that. You knew that you didn't have it concealed, so you're supposed to wear it on you with a holster. So we know who's walking around with a gun. Even if you don't have a car, you're walking on the street. So you're supposed to have your gun and your holster on the street, walking. That's just what it is. You cannot hide it because you don't have the proper identification. I don't care if it's even a veteran. If he doesn't have the proper identification, he cannot conceal his weapon. The same with a police officer that's off duty. If he doesn't have the proper identification, he cannot conceal his weapon. So what makes y'all any different? Get the proper stuff that you need. We realize that it's expensive, but a lot of these concealed places give you deals. All you got to do is call them. Me and my friend, we went together. We split the cost. It was $120, I believe. We paid $60. We went and both sat down, took the class. It was all day. We was hungry, we was tired, but we learned some things. We know what we can do and what we can't do. To be safe when we go outside. Because in the house, you can have a gun. It's where you live. That's how this state is. You can have one inside your home. But when you go outside, you got to have the proper documentation. The same when you go fishing. You can't just pull up and just do what you want to do. There's laws. And we try to stay out of the law's way. We don't like courts. We don't like police. I mean, we know y'all human beings and we respect y'all. But on the note is, we don't want you pulling up on us saying anything. So we do it right. So that way you can say, okay, this person is good. We ain't buying that person. Because their job is to look for the bad guy. Bad guys. What y'all going to do? Y'all know the drill. So we do everything we need to do so we'll stay out of their way. Do y'all get it? I hope y'all do. Because I'm tired of repeating it. I'm tired of them calling me back to try to train you people that we are told over and over and over and over again what you're supposed to do. We are law-abiding citizens. What does that mean? We follow the law. Law-abiding. We cannot do what we want to do. Sometimes we do things that's wrong and hope that we don't get caught because of survival or whatever the case may be. However, for the most part, everything should be up to par. And that's just what it is. That's just, let me tell y'all this. Now, mind y'all, I applied for unemployment, right? I'm having a hard time getting unemployment. Now, mind you, they told me, am I able, and what is it? A question on the thingy that asked me, do I have transportation to get to work? Now, granted, I got transportation, but y'all ain't paid me nothing, so I can't pay my insurance. So how am I supposed to get to work? Even if somebody called me for a job. But y'all ain't paid me yet. You got to make it make sense. And see, we realize that the people that make these government rules are not that smart. They don't think. They sit up in the office and put all of these things together and throw it on a website or throw it on a black and white piece of paper, and it doesn't make any sense. We don't even know how they got to that job, let alone put it on paper. But this is what they do, okay, to try to harm us. Little stuff like that. And then try to blame it on you when they're the cause of your destruction. But are you going to win? No, because you don't have any power. That's the way it's designed. And they need to change it. Because they've lost control of their citizens. And it's been generations. They can't control their citizens. Because of the things that they do. And then they hurt themselves. That's what kills me. And then they teaching the people the same thing. I'ma question this, but long term it's gonna hurt me because I'm in the wrong. Make it make sense. This is what our government is teaching our people, and this is how our people are acting. This is why everybody's miserable. Here it is. I'm riding around smiling at everybody. Hey, how you doing? I may get a smile here and there. But for the most part, everybody's miserable because they don't know what to do and they're not smart enough to comprehend what is going on. And I'm sorry that y'all wasn't taught, that y'all don't read. So y'all don't understand the red tape or the nonsense that they throw at us. I'm sorry that happened to y'all. But it's time that y'all get on board. Because y'all making it harder for the people that don't want to be bothered with the nonsense. You think I want to wait on unemployment? No. But my stupid job, the idiots that work for him, instead of them giving me what I needed, they felt it was better to take everything away. Make it make sense. You're supposed to be there to make things better for me the way I need it. So I can continuously be a useful, law-abiding working citizen for you. But do they get that? No, because they're not smart. They're not smart enough to get it. They just know it's a policy set in place and they got to follow it, but the policy doesn't make any sense. And then you're breaking the other rules. The same with these companies. And then they think they're going to get away with it. You broke the rules. Once you break the contract, the rules, it's null and void, whatever contract you've had. It's the law. I don't know what number rule it is, but it's the law. If either party breaks the law, breaks the contract, it's null and void. So in other words, unemployment got to pay me. Because he broke the rules. I asked you for help. Give me the weekends to work on. Not only did he break the rules, but unemployment broke the rules too. Because they didn't even investigate. So you see how the law is set up for both parties to fail. But y'all got to learn to be smarter than that. Learn your history. And I think that's what's wrong with these people. They want to forget about what happened in the past. But in the past, a lot of those laws still apply. Here today in 2023 in the new millennium. Just like myself, I have a gun, I have a concealed. I can carry my gun, going back to the guns, I'm sorry, I had to do that other stuff in so y'all can understand the way these laws are set up. Granted, if I have to shoot someone, I have to warn them. That's the law. I have to let you know that I'm armed. Even though my gun was concealed, I still got to let that person know that I am armed. And if they attack me, I can fire. That is the law. But if they don't put their hands on me, I cannot shoot them. That's when I will be arrested and taken down to jail. But the moment that they touch me or come near me in my space, I have that right. All you got to do is follow the rules. That's it. You are carrying a firearm to protect your person, you, or any other citizen that you feel needs help. Because that's the rights that they give us. In other words, our family members, if we out and we see a man beating on a woman, we can say, hey, stop that. If he doesn't stop, hey, sir, I'm carrying. I am armed. That gives the guy a chance to think twice. Like, okay, let me stop. Because I could die today. It's a choice. Decision making is a choice. They want to continue to talk about this overthinking. It's good to overthink. And I'm tired of seeing this. I saw a pastor say, y'all overthinking. Shut up. They need to overthink. That's why so many people are dying. Because people ain't thinking about the situation. If you're going to teach these kids, teach them right. We must analyze everything we do. We're not robots. He cursed at me. Shoot him. No. He stole my money. Shoot him. No. Think about it. Because the consequences for the little bit that you lost could be worse. We're here to save lives, not kill our people. We taught our youth growing up stupid. And then all the old people want to do is talk about, they just stupid. Look at what this world is coming to. And in reality, they're not stupid. It's just that nobody telling them the truth. Telling them the laws that they need to know to protect themselves and their families. They want to hide the truth about everything. And they want to throw God in it. And God ain't got nothing to do with half of the stuff that they be talking about. And that's just the reality of it. We have rules to follow as human beings. If we didn't have law and order, we would be in chaos. And we have one of the better countries. Because if you go to countries like Africa, they'll lock you up for looking the wrong way. At least we're able to walk and ride freely. And that other thing, Charlotte, y'all running the lights. Now, if you know the light is yellow, you know it's going to be red in a moment. I get sometimes we try to get across that yellow light, but if you know it's already red, Stop the car. Why are you running a red light? Don't you know that people will take off when their light turn green? Why would you put your life in danger? I mean, y'all make me, I'm trying to understand how this world is thinking today. They hurt themselves. They call themselves wanting to be happy, but they so miserable that they're hurting themselves. I guess so they can cry the blues, and then nobody listens. They're throwing themselves out there in the middle of traffic that can tear up their car and maybe even hurt or kill them because they want to run lights. I mean, I'm just trying to understand y'all way of thinking. I'm just trying. I'm just, sometimes I just sit back and be like, really? Really? Life is already hard. We got the government making us do all these things. It's like I was in the store today. And I'm trying to buy some breakfast. My donuts. I ain't had no money on the card. And I was like, oh boy. Let me see what card I got some money on. So I'm going through all my cards. And the man said, the old veteran, a Vietnam War veteran. And he said, you got too many cards. I said, look, this is what the government want from us. Every time we get some monies on something, they want us to have another card. He said, oh, that's too much. I said, yeah, I know. But this is what the government want from us. So this is what we got to deal with it. It's stressful. So who has time for nonsense when we got to deal with all the stressful stuff that the government puts on us and these jobs put on us and our bodies being wore down? I just drove past a company. It was called Fire and Water. What is it? Fire and Water Cleanup. I said, oh, I could do that. I could do fire and water cleanup. So I smiled and looked at her. She gave me the evil eye. I said, oh, you not appreciative you got a job? Well, I'll take it. You're supposed to be thankful that you woke up, thankful that you got a job so you can have a check come in on Friday. You're supposed to be thankful. And she looking all evil like, is it that bad? Really? Oh, is this the world that we live in? Because people used to be happy to go to work. We didn't want to go, but we was happy because we know on Friday we're going to get paid. You know, y'all hear those songs? Got a couple of them. Thank God it's Friday. I just got paid. Now the people hating to go to work. But they know they got to because they got to pay their bills. And I get it. We work so hard to give other people our money. But it's a choice. Because you can get a tent and live on the streets. You can take the bus. So you got to be thankful that you have what you have. And that's just what it is. Why am I going to work? I'm going to work because I like this roof over my head, because when it rains outside, I'm not getting wet. Why am I going to work? Because I want to pay this car note, because I like to scoot around town and go to different places and enjoy myself. Why am I paying my car insurance? Why? Because I don't want to have an accident and I can't help pay for my issues that I've created, and I don't want the law bothering me. That's why I go to work. And then when I'm hungry, I can eat. Even if I only spend $2, I worked for it. It's mine. And if I want to buy a $2 bag of potato chips, I'm going to buy it because I worked for it. It's something to smile about. not to be angry about. And be thankful that you have it. Because you could be in a shelter or you could be on the street living in a tent. And that's just the facts. Because some people don't have family that they could go sleep on their couch. Or rent a room. So it's something to think about. I'm tired of y'all calling me back. I got 2 more years of this mess with y'all. Okay? Teaching y'all. 2 more years. That's it. They told me 55 and they leave me alone. Because y'all just don't want to get it right. How many times we got to continue to teach? It's time for the next generation to be teaching. I'm supposed to be twirling my toes and drinking green tea. But I got to keep coming back, making music, doing videos. I mean, they pay me for it, but still. Why? I got businesses I'm trying to run. Because y'all don't act right, I got to come back and teach y'all some stuff. Again. Because y'all won't get it right. Enough. I told y'all I'm going to tell y'all the truth and nothing but the truth. Whether you accept it, that's your problem. Not mine. Because I know what I'm supposed to be doing over here. That's how I made it through 52 years. By following the rules. Now, if y'all don't want to follow the rules, that's y'all business. But you know what you're supposed to do. And this is why we categorizing a lot of these people having mental illnesses. Because if you don't follow the rules, something got to be wrong with your mind. Because I live happy. Even when I don't have. I'm still happy. Because one, I'm alive. And I got a roof over my head. And a car I could go outside and get in. Plenty of clothes to put on. I smoke my cigarettes. And chill. There's no reason for you people to be so damn miserable. If you don't like your life, change it. It's a choice. You chose it. Nobody choose it for you. You choose it. And that's just what it is. Now, I'm going to try to teach y'all the most I can within the next 2 years. Some people see me in the street. I tell them stop. I teach them. How you supposed to treat people? Y'all got to get it together. And I get our country has failed us. But it's time that we learn what we need to do as citizens to protect our own being and our own families. And that's just what it is. You think the cops want to be chasing us around all damn day? No, they don't. They want to eat coffee. Drink coffee like the whole world. Drink coffee and eat donuts and eat pizza. They want to be able to sit back like, ain't nothing going on. I'm going to sit here, drink this coffee, and listen to the radio. Yeah, that's what they want. They don't want to be chasing niggas around. Niggas, Hispanics, whites, it don't matter. Because they put us all in the same place, that cage. When a law is broken. That's just what it is. They know they got to work a little bit harder on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays because niggas is drinking. When I say niggas, meaning people that act out of whack. That's white and black. They get to drinking, want to get to fighting and arguing and, you know. So now they get the calls. They're going in circles. Wasn't we just over here? Yeah, but now we got to go over here. Who we? So they get the rest. Monday through Thursday. Eat donuts and drink coffee. That's the way it's supposed to be. Because everybody's supposed to have all their stuff good. So they ain't got no work to do. They supposed to be looking for work. I'm seeing more and more cops walking the beat now. Because they ain't got nothing to do. So now they got to walk around and see what the hell going on. It's got to be something going on somewhere. No. We trying to keep it under wraps. We don't want to see y'all. Y'all don't want to see us. Have a good day. That's the way we like to keep it. Because we don't want to be going to jail. Going to jail, put your family members in debt. Then we missing you. All because you didn't think. And that's just what it is. This is Jacqueline Richard Simmons, JJ Diamond, Jackie Deja, whatever y'all call me. Y'all get me all worked up. Because I'm getting tired of trying to teach. And I say trying because I see some people are just not getting it. They're just not getting it. You can't walk around with an illegal gun. If you have a record, if it wasn't a violent crime, you can ask for an expungement. Go through the process. You know you did something wrong. It might have been 20 years ago. Go through the process to clear your name. I was a child at the time when that happened. So, I'm asking the courts, they release me. You know, things is getting crazy out here. I need a gun to protect my family. I have a family. I have a wife. I have kids. You know, I work every day. But I would like a gun to be in my home to protect my family. They give everybody that right. But they're going to stop you if you was a criminal. So you ask the permission. If your ducks are lined up right, the judge will give it to you. Okay, the man has a family. He's been on his job for a couple of years. He bought a home, blah, blah, blah. He's doing this. He hasn't been arrested in 20, 30 years. Save yourself. Don't go buy a gun and then you get caught with it and then you go into jail because you shouldn't have it. Because even when the cops get called to your home and they find a gun, you're going to jail. That's just what it is. If it's not legally purchased the proper way. I'll talk to you soon.